Hello guys, full time at the Emirates Stadium. Arsenal 0, Aston Villa 2. A very flat Emirates Stadium as the fans were trudging out of here. A very flat performance in the second half from Arsenal. This is a really damaging defeat. I think especially given the context. I was in the press room before the game and watched Crystal Palace close out that 1-0 win at Anfield. Felt like a big moment in the title race. Well, we had another big moment, and I was talking to some of the Arsenal fans before the game saying, wouldn't it be just Arsenal to fail to capitalise on the opportunity and drop points here today? And unfortunately it went that way. Was the kind of psychological pressure a factor? I don't know. I'm not so sure. I think you've got to give a lot of credit to Aston Villa, who were very, very good. I think their record in London is outstanding. In the second half, I thought they were brilliant, and we didn't have an answer. And this was a poor performance from Arsenal, one of their poorest of the season. Off, I think, 4 shots from us in the second half. We never looked like winning it, I have to say. After the interval, we never looked like winning it. And what do they say? If you can't win it, don't lose. Arsenal committed the cardinal sin, really. It was a game that they didn't look like winning, and they didn't protect their own goal, and they suffered the defeat. What a contrast it made from the Bayern game in midweek, when their goal went in, no Bayern fans to celebrate. When Aston Villa got their goals today, there was a roar, particularly that second goal, which set the seal on things from Ollie Watkins. Where did it go wrong for Arsenal today? I have to be honest, I didn't love the lineup. I think you know my views on Kai Havertz. I think he's a forward. I said as much a week or so ago. It's not that he was bad in midfield. I just don't think we're as good a team with him in midfield. I think we miss the ball progression. I think we miss the technical ability in the middle of the park. We tried to counter that by playing Zinchenko. I think the knives will be out for Zinchenko on social media. He didn't have a good day, and I sensed that there's a lot of frustration in the ground. There were a few boos actually when he was substituted in stoppage time in front of the press box here. He did make a number of sloppy errors. That sloppiness in his game, it's a characteristic that I don't think you're ever going to eliminate. I think it's part of who he is. And in a season where Arsenal have worked so hard to eliminate sloppiness, eliminate mistakes, eliminate jeopardy, he is maybe a player who still carries that risk when you play him. I think left back's going to be an interesting discussion point in the summer for Arsenal. There were chances in the first half at both ends, you have to say. Villa hit the post after a mistake, I think, from Gabriel. Trossard had a good chance. Jesus had one at the back post. Kai Havertz made a couple of runs in behind but couldn't make the most of them. It was fairly even Stevens, I thought, at half-time. But like I say, after the break, we did not have an answer for them. They were good on the ball, they were good out of possession. The changes we made really had no effect. I thought some of them came too late. I thought we missed Jorginho in the middle of the park. As discussed, I didn't think we had the ability to progress the ball. I didn't think we were assured in possession. We kept giving it away, and when you give it away to a team playing as well as Villa did today, you're going to be in trouble. On the opening goal from Bailey, Saliba, Raya, they were kind of nowhere. Rice, everyone sort of went to sleep. I guess the cross was in the perfect area, really, that corridor of uncertainty, and Bailey puts it in at the back post. And then, of course, we've got to push. We've got to try and get an equaliser. And Villa hit us on the break, direct ball down the middle. Emile Smith-Rowe, not necessarily the play he'd want chasing back alongside Ollie Watkins, and clips a shot over Raya with the aid of a deflection. Leave us in a really tricky position now. What a week. I would say that drawing with Bayern at home, it was good to salvage a draw from that game, but we didn't take advantage of home advantage. We've lost at home here, and now we've got some big away games to come to rescue, to save our chances of silverware this season. And what I would ask is this: have Arsenal won a big away game this season? We've had some very creditable draws against City, against Liverpool, but lost at Villa Park, lost at St James's. drew at Chelsea. We've got some huge away games coming up, starting with Bayern in midweek. Obviously Spurs and City in the Premier League to come. You have to think really that Arsenal have to win those if they're going to end this season with a trophy. So they're going to have to find a level of performance that, you know, is beyond even what we've seen to this point. It's a brilliant weekend for Manchester City. I hate to say it. I've always thought they would ultimately win the league. You've got to make them clear favourites now. But there is a long way to go, and there may be twists and turns. Talk about seeing something we've not seen before. We'll have to see Manchester City slip up in a way we've not seen before. I mean, once you hand them the advantage in a title race, they're very good at closing it out. So I make them firm favourites at this point. So yeah, a really disappointing day. It ain't over, but you know, we'll probably look back on the 2 games against Aston Villa as very, very costly indeed, and a concerning second half performance. I think we looked, to be honest, as ragged as Liverpool did at times against Palace, and maybe the effects of a long season competing on 2 fronts with the Champions League as well starting to come home. But yeah, I'll leave it there for now, guys. Speak to you all soon. I'm going to Munich, so speak to you from Munich. Yeah, not a good day for the Arsenal. Take care. Bye-bye.